one. This one's called Nerds. I wrote it today, so forgive me. Most of my ex-boyfriends have been the glasses-wearing, emotionless, uncaring, almost virgins who fall in love with me 30 seconds before the first date. Because at first, I'm really fascinating. A hurricane showing no signs of stopping. I'm the math equation he couldn't quite make sense of, and so he'd slide my emotions across the chalkboard until it made that awful noise, the kind that kills us inside before the applause no girl ever wants to hear. The clap of the erasers when he erased her and prepared for the next, for a simpler equation that made him feel so much less stupid. So here is my promise. My promise to never fall for the type who tries to spin logic into a wife as if it's so cut and dry, don't know shit about sacrifice, making love turns into 180-degree spread thighs, and finding the square root of 69, nothing more, nothing less, like you forgot how to try. And if I could care less, I'd bother to cry, but I can't anymore. I'm a lover, not a whore, and I don't know what you broke me for. He accused me of being absolutely crazy because I can't stay in one place and change my hair color too much, and got a little pissed when he told me he'd rather smoke a blunt and play video games with his friends than listen to what I had to say. Honey, it's called being a poet and wanting to be a priority and expecting you to uphold a promise, and it's not called MPD, multiple personality disorder, it's called PMS, you piece of shit. And it's so charming that I could possibly be your first love because you don't know the first thing about love. You don't know that flowers don't fix anything and that pretty lyrics don't make up for all the hurtful words you said. So from 3 hours away, I'll be your one that got away. Because if you hadn't gotten afraid, I probably would have stayed. And you tried to pin the blame on me. Like I never did a goddamn thing for you. I'd still do anything for you. Last night I walked outside, and I couldn't believe that it was the same sky we'd ever kissed under, same sky I almost touched in the back of a white convertible by the river, the summer night when I flashed my tits at those boys and you told me I was nothing you've ever known before. You tried so hard to be the hero I never asked you to be, that you forgot how good I've become at saving myself. So from 3 hours away, I will bury you with the others in the overflowing shoebox because I'm not looking for a guy who will never hurt my feelings. I'm looking for a guy who will give a shit when he does. So now you're just another love letter, just another dried out rose, chip on my shoulder, rose in the air. I'm a living, feeling human being, so have some heart next time. Be an emotion for once, and don't wrap her around your finger like a mental engagement ring or make her into a machine and experiment just because you want to figure out the way she ticks. I was the first thing you couldn't figure out. I was the first thing you couldn't live without. I was the first thing you couldn't make total sense of, no matter how many times you ran the numbers and added up the flaws. So slide me like ink into your textbook. Rip me like pieces of a love letter written on a typewriter. Tell me it's the marijuana we smoke making me burn up inside, because the last thing I want to do is believe that it's you making me burn up inside. You tell me I'm your first love, but you don't know the first thing about love. You told me I'm your first love, but you don't know the first thing about love. Do the math. There is nothing left. You took it all.